Have you ever seriously thought about it? Could you build $1 million business without hiring a single person? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how you might do that. We're diving into a toolkit of 15 specific AI tools that could actually make it possible.
Okay, let's just pause on this for a second, because this one idea is the key to everything else we're about to talk about. The big takeaway from all the source material we dug into is this. The real winners, the wealthiest people, they aren't going to be the ones doing the work anymore. Nope, they'll be the ones who are amazing at directing AI to do it for them.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you actually make that leap from being a doer to a director? Well, it all starts with getting the right tools. And we're going to break this down into 4, let's call them pillars. First things first, you have got to get rid of the administrative busy work. You know, all that stuff that just sucks up your time and kills your focus. This is about putting your core operations on autopilot, so the business basically runs itself.
So check this out. This table just lays it all out so perfectly. You know that feeling after a long meeting and you have to write up all the notes? Forget that. Fathom is like having a pro note-taker in every single meeting. For all those little repetitive tasks you do, like copying info from one app to another, Zapier connects them all and does it for you. And the constant questions in Slack from your team? Chahe becomes your instant AI assistant that already knows the answers. And for the really complex stuff, the workflows that need actual decisions, Gumloop can map it all out and run it with AI.
And look, we are not talking about saving a few minutes here and there. Think about it. Just by using a tool like Zapier to automate your entire client system from the moment they sign up to the final bill, you can get back over 25 hours every single week. I mean, what would you do with an extra 25 hours?
And what's happening here is actually the beginning of something much bigger, a concept called organizational AI. Just imagine an AI that's read every Slack message, been in every meeting, seen every document. It's not just a tool, it becomes the collective brain of your entire company. Okay, so once your operations are running like a well-oiled machine, we can move on to the second pillar, supercharging your creativity. This is where AI stops being just an admin assistant and becomes your creative co-pilot, doing things that used to take entire teams or, really expensive agencies.
So, say hello to your new AI creative department. With a tool like Gamma, you can feed it a simple document, and bam! Out comes a beautiful, professional pitch deck in minutes. With Icon, you can throw it a single idea and it will spit out hundreds of ad variations for you to test. And Notebook LM, this is wild. You feed it all your old blog posts, your newsletters, everything, and it helps you write new stuff, but in your exact voice. It's like having your own agency on retainer.
Okay, this is where it starts to get really crazy. For forever, building software was this thing only expert coders could do, right? Well, that is all changing, and it is changing fast. You can now build your own custom tech. And right now, there are kind of 2 big players to watch in this space. If you're already a programmer, you've got Cursor. Think of it as an AI sidekick that just makes you way, way faster. But for the rest of us, there's Lovable. And this is incredible. You can literally just type out an idea in plain English, and it builds a working app for you. Seriously, no code needed.
And the leap in productivity here, it's just insane. For years, people have talked about this idea of the 10x programmer, that one person who's 10 times more productive than anyone else. Well, with a tool like Cursor, that's not just a myth anymore. One programmer can now genuinely do the work of 10, and the code is often even better. That completely changes the game.
And this brings us to this really cool new idea called disposable apps. Okay, think about it like this. Right now, if you have a little problem to solve, what do? You probably spin up a spreadsheet, right? Well, in the very near future, with something like Lovable, you're just going to type a sentence and build a tiny custom app just for that one problem. Then you just toss it when you're done. This is so much bigger than just building apps. It's about giving everyone in the company the power to solve their own problems with custom tools instantly.
All right, so we've automated our operations, we've supercharged our creativity, we're even building our own tech. What's next? The 4th pillar, making smarter, faster decisions.
The problem for any leader today isn't a lack of data, right? It's that we're drowning in it. So the big idea here is to use AI as this incredibly powerful filter. It sifts through all your business data to find what actually matters. And it does the exact same thing for your professional network, telling you who actually matters.
And believe me, this has a direct, measurable impact on your revenue. Let's take a tool called Atlas. It's an AI voice system that can automatically call new leads within seconds of them signing up.
The sources we looked at claim that this simple speed to lead can literally double or even triple your revenue. Why? Because you're talking to them before anyone else even gets a chance. And this right here is just a perfect example of AI doing something that used to be basically impossible. Smart, strategic networking, but at a huge scale. With something like ChatGPT Deep Research, you can literally just say, hey, I want to meet this person. The AI scans your entire network, finds the absolute best person to make a warm introduction, and then, get this, it even writes the text message for you to send. Something that would have taken hours of digging, it's now done in minutes. Just wow.
Okay, so we've looked at all these amazing individual tools. But the real endgame, the ultimate vision for this director mindset, is to build something called an agentic system.
This is where it all clicks. Using a platform like N8N, you can basically chain these AIs together and get them to work as a team. So imagine this. You finish a call. Fathom automatically creates the transcript. A different AI reads it and pulls out all the action items. A third AI creates tasks in your project manager, and a fourth one drafts the perfect follow-up email. See, you're not just directing one tool anymore, you're conducting a whole orchestra of them.
And that brings us right back to where we started. I mean, after seeing all this, it's pretty obvious the technology is here. It is ready. The real question now is about your mindset.
Look, becoming a director isn't about learning a new app. It is a complete shift in how you think. It's about directing workflows, not just doing tasks. It's about knowing that the only thing holding you back now is your own creativity, not a lack of people or money. It's about obsessing over automating every single click, because every click you save is profit in your pocket. And it's about having this superpower to turn an idea in your head into a real product in, like, minutes.
And so, that's the new reality we're all living in. The tools exist. The power is there. The AI is ready and waiting to do all the work. The only question left for you is, what are you going to direct it to build?